In order to live out our value of loving the world, Christ Church Albany has formed a partnership with a village in Cruz Blanca, Guatemala, through an organization called Vision Trust. Through this partnership, those who are a part of Christ Church Albany can love the kids in this village through providing things like school supplies, through sponsoring a child to enable them to participate in the Learning Center, or through going and serving in person. Our first trip is scheduled for next year in 2015. One of the many families who sponsor these children in Cruz Blanca is Bob and Pat Lose, and they are part of our community. We'd like to share their story this morning. These are their words. Pat and I are excited to tell you how happy we are being a part of the Vision Trust project in Cruz Blanca, Guatemala. We're sponsoring Eric, who is 8 years old and is in the first grade at the Vision Trust Learning Center in the village. Our relationship with Eric began in September of 2010. He's a beautiful boy who loves soccer, playing with his friends, and attending the Learning Center. In the past, we were involved in sponsorship through another agency, and we found the experience rewarding. But through this organization, we've had the unusual opportunity to be more involved than ever before. Teams that include friends and members of our own church go down on a regular basis to serve the people of Cruz Blanca. We have a chance to get news updates and pictures of our sponsored child. We even have the opportunity to exchange gifts with Eric and his family. We can even choose there to go ourselves, should we decide to make that commitment. It feels like we're part of an extended family. This was clearly demonstrated a couple of years ago when Eric's father suddenly died. A staff member at Vision Trust called us to tell us the sad news and asked that we pray for the emotional, spiritual, and material well-being of Eric and his family. A friend at work once questioned why I was sponsoring a child. I told him that God has richly blessed us and that we should share our blessings with those around us. Those in Guatemala are as much our neighbor as our neighbors in Albany, New York. I shared with him the contents of Eric's recent letter to us. Here are a few of Eric's words. I tell you, my sponsor, that I'm in first grade. You know, I miss you a lot. When are you going to visit? I want to see you, give you hugs, and tell you that I love you a lot. I get sad when the other sponsors visit children and you're not with them. Every night I pray for your family and that God gives you good health and blesses you always. The letter melted my coworker's heart and it melted ours as well. We hope, God willing, to meet Eric and his family when the team from Christ Church Albany goes to Guatemala next summer.